So hi everyone, today we are going to be doing an app on code.org app lab. So this is the app we are going to be making. So this is app name is uh, student can
Welcome
learn,
user to this
play
app.
and put a study timer here. So the student clicks on play will be automatically detected to the screen. When this cube is clicked, this is going to a random position. Okay. Okay, now let me show you the study screen. So if I enter 1 minute here and press on the start button, so it will begin counting. Enter time in minutes. Let's give 5 minutes. See, this is happening. So this is how I did this app. Okay, this is play speech button here. Okay, so we should assume that like this is actually my is this is actually uh, a guy called Raj. Okay, and Raj's mother wanted to check that he wants to hear like Raj likes to play and study. So Raj's mother requested me to make an app for him that he can play and study. So okay, so I guess you'll help me design my app. Okay, so let's begin it. So Raj's mother told us that like Raj should enjoy this app, he should play and study in this app. So please, he requested. Okay, okay. Now let's begin making the app for our Raj. So let's begin with our app lab. Okay, let's give a screen color to it. Let's change the theme of it actually. This is okay. This is good. Okay, now let's add two buttons in the screen. So let's rename the ID to main screen. Okay, now let's add a button to it. See, if we make classic, it will look really good. So let's increase the height and width and press on duplicate to get the same height and width. So in this, let's write place non study. Okay, now this is study. So what we have given is play and study button the ID. So now let's study button. Okay, now this is done. And let's increase the font size also little. Okay, we are done with it. Now we have done doing play screen. Now let's design the play screen now. Okay, now you can when you need a new screen, you can drag and drop this, and you can also press this drop down and get to new screen. Okay, now let's name it play screen. So what we're doing now? So now for this, let's give a nice, cool background color. Yeah, this is good. You can give whatever color you want. And what we're doing, we kept a button here saying cube. So how to do this square? Let me show you. So you should give the width to 50, height to 50, and border radius to 4. Okay. So let's put this button. This let's make it 50 and height 50. See, we got a cube now. Okay, let's rename this ID to cube. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section below. So let's remove the text from it. Okay, now we are done. What we are giving two labels, one for score and one for the points increasing. So let's drag and drop this label here, two labels. For this, what is the ID? Label 1 and label score. Let this be label 1 and let's name it label score. Okay, now let's change the text for it. So let's change the text to score and give a nice text color. Now let's give the text color to yellow. Now let's give dark blue. Yeah, dark blue is good. Now if you want you can give background color. Now actually I don't want it. Just a minute, can you give me a time? Now let's make this label an empty and rename this ID to what? Let us give it to label score. Okay. Now let's increase some height and width of it. And make the lid font size because it will come really small. Yeah, as you can see here. Font size 20. Now let's try it. Yeah, it's quite good. And let's make the text color the same color. Paint the blue. Okay, we're done with the play screen. Now let's add a button saying go back. Here, how now what you can do is remove the button text from it and PS reset. Okay, now let's give the ID to PS reset. Should be PS. Now go to images and press on the choose button and go to icons and you can see many of the icons here. So let me choose now this one. This looks cool. Like that you can choose it. Now we have done designing the play screen. Now let's do the study screen. After that, what we're going to component for our study screen. So this is a label saying study timer. So let's drag and drop this label. Now first let's just give a cool background color to it. And for this, I guess we can give yellow that looks bright and good. Okay, now let's give a drag and drop this label saying study timer. Proceeding with the font size 50. 50 is too much. 45. 45 is quite good. Okay, now let's name it label 2. Okay. Now what are we doing? We are adding the text input saying enter time in minutes. Okay, now this is the text input. So let's drag and drop it here and give the hint as enter. I'll copy this one and you should do enter time in minutes. Okay, after that, what we're doing? We are bringing a label, saying label. The idea of it is label time, and making it to zero and increasing the font size of it. So let's check what is the font size. 13. Okay, now we are not the font size. We should increase the width and the height of it. So let's drag and drop this label and give a text color first. With text from it. Now let's give it label time. Okay, now let's give the width to 200 and height to 30. Let me check what is these. Okay, now you know you should remove the width and the height of it and give the font size 100. Sorry, I just got confused for it. See, we get a 0. And now we are giving two buttons saying button start and button reset. I'm gonna change text of it to start. And this is reset. So button reset. And this is button start. Okay, now we are done defining the design of our app. Now let's begin coding our app. So what we have done now, we have placed an on event and we have placed set screen to main screen. Okay, now let's put a play speech now. Today we are going to be trying my first type coding. Okay, now it will be really fun and easy to code. Now let's put this play speech one. And what text is it? Welcome user to this app. This app, okay? After that we are doing putting a block called set screen. Okay, so when now it should be main screen. Okay, for that you need to go to show blocks mode and go to main screen now and again go to text based coding. And what we are doing, we are bringing an on event. Okay, on event, the idea of it is play button. See, in type coding it's much easier. Okay, now let's arrange these in. Now let's play B in first and study B in the last now. Okay. On event, when play button is clicked, what we are doing, set screen to play screen. Okay, now let's go text based coding now. Screen to play screen. And we are making a variable called score and initializing it to 0. Go to variable and put this block because we are declaring something. Before that, okay, what we are doing, we're creating a variable called score and initializing it to 0. Okay, in just a minute, I need to put this variable and initializing it to 0. Okay, And let's go to text-based coding. And again, you're putting in this on event only another on event. So let's put it the on event. On event. So the ID when the cube is clicked, what we are doing, we are setting score variable to score plus 1. So let's use this block. Now in this video, we're going to be doing half text based and half block based. And let's put this block called score plus 1. Okay, we're done at it. After that, we set number in label score to score. So let's use this block called set number. So what is the idea of it? In label score, score. Sorry, place this label score. Okay, and ORE score. And we're setting the cube's position to random number 0 to 270. So let's put the set position block. Set position. Okay, that's what block based coding now. This does not look. Now let's put the set position in the block based only. Set position of the cube to, let's put this random number block. Don't use this. Always use this block. Okay, okay. So what number we are given? 0 to 70. 270 for this is 50 400. In this app, the parents can take a look at how much time the kids have studied. Okay, 50 50. Okay, after that we are done. Again, we are putting an on event. So what is, okay, now let's again put an on event. When this button is clicked, that means PS reset. What are we doing? We are stopping the time loop. So let's bring the stop time loop, this block, and set screen to main screen. Let's use this block set screen to main screen. You can set number in label score to 0. So I'll copy this as you know how to do this. We are done doing this. Now the time loop. So as you know, now we should bring this time loop. When button start is clicked, now I guess it's the study screen. So again, let's put this on event block. On event, when button start is clicked, we are setting the variable time, and we are putting this block called get text in text input 1. Okay, now what we have to declare a variable now saying time, and now let's put this block called get text from our UI control. So get text from where? From text input 1. Okay, get text from text input 1, and again we're putting a time loop. So now we are putting a time loop for the seconds is okay. Now what we are doing, we are putting inside the time loop, we are putting an if else block. So let's put this if else block. So if else, okay, before that we have to declare when the study button is clicked. Okay, even when study button is clicked, it's not button start. When study button is clicked, okay, now we are making a variable. So let's just do this. When the study button is clicked, we are making a variable called r and initializing it to 0. Okay, now we can do the next one again. Let's put this on an event. When study is clicked, this button start is clicked. We are making a variable called time, and we have to again put this get text block. Get text from text input 1. Sorry, it's text input 1, and we are bringing a time loop now. This is correct, and again we're putting this if else block. Okay, now we are putting this the sign. Okay, after that, if r is equals to time, what we do again here, we are putting this variable called r equals to put the sign r equals to r plus 1, not this block, sorry, r plus 1, r plus 1. Set text in label time. So go to UI control and use this block called set text in label time. Set text in label time. So now let's you remove this double quotes also. Okay, and put this r. Okay, now it is done. Else stop time loop. Again go to controls and put this stop time loop inside else. Again we are adding an on event. When button reset is clicked, event button reset is clicked. Okay, when button reset is clicked, what are we doing? R is equal to 0. R variable is equal to 0. Okay, now we have done defining the code. Now let's run and check it.
Welcome user to this app.
Okay, see it's saying welcome user to this app and play button is clicked. See the score is also getting increased. So okay, now the play part is perfectly fine. Now let's go to the study part. And study button is not getting clicked actually. Set screen to study screen. Okay, I forgot it. Let's put this block called set screen to study screen. Let's now try
Welcome
it.
user to this app.
Okay. So now this is okay. Now let's try it.
Welcome user to this app.
It's taking some time, I guess. It's okay. Now I'll share and show you. To make this app more interactive, we can add a sound effect. Okay, now you can put this play sound called uh, this one. Okay, let's put it here and let's choose a sound for this. Like this, you can add sound effect to your app. Okay, now let's put a notification sound and let's put this. Yeah, this is good. Now choose the sound. So now let's share and check this project on a big screen and let's try it out. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, see now let's go to see the sound is also coming.
Welcome user to this app.
Okay, that is okay, and the score is also getting increased. Okay, now let's go to study. So if I put 5 here and press start, and I press reset, okay, this is our study timer is working perfectly fine. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and